Welcome to my newest, most disliked video. I'm just going to go straight out and say it. I like Assassin's Creed games. Yes, I'm looking forward to Assassin's Creed Shadows. The reason I'm making this video is because just let me like Assassin's Creed, please. Assassin's Creed Shadows isn't even out yet, but if it's mentioned anywhere, it's just nothing but hate. There's just nothing but hate that follows this game. And I'm not 100% sure why, to be honest. I know Ubisoft as a company in general have, their problems with employees and crunching and whatnot. And I get that and I understand that. I don't, justify any of that. But Assassin's Creed, it looks pretty decent to me. It looks good. I'm looking forward to this game. It's as simple as that. If you're not looking forward to this game, don't get this game. I have been Assassin's Creed fan since back in the day. I've not been like a mega fan. I've not been like Assassin's Creed is my whole life, or I get every one every year. That's not me, but I've always liked Assassin's Creed since Assassin's Creed 1. I enjoyed it. Assassin's Creed 2, I enjoyed it. Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood, I enjoyed it. I got a bit bored of it though because it was like the same thing as 2 really. It was very similar. And then by that point, Assassin's Creed 3, I was a bit done with it. I didn't really care. I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed 3, didn't really enjoy it. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, that was great. I loved that. That was so refreshing. And then they brought out Origins. And when Origins came out, I loved it. I thought that whole gameplay change is what was needed for the series, because by the point of playing Assassin's Creed 2, I got so used to the combat being super easy that you can literally just hold block, and anytime an enemy goes to attack you, just counter and then they're dead, or you can just jump and double assassinate 2 people at once. It got to the point where there'd be a group of 4 enemies, which you'd never really got higher than groups of 4 enemies back in the day anyway, and you'd walk over, 2 dead, another 2 dead. It was too easy for me. But when Origins came out, what I went to do when I first played that game, I didn't really check the level situation. I went to raid a camp where people were higher level than me, and I got battered. There was absolutely no chance I could have won without fully understanding the combat, and my attacks were just nowhere near strong enough because I needed to level up. And I was like, yes, finally an Assassin's Creed game that's not super easy. But not only the combat changes, the whole world was incredible, the whole ancient Egypt, and then you went straight to Odyssey. Odyssey was, I still stand by Odyssey being the best Assassin's Creed game out there, period, at the moment. It's beautiful, the world is incredible, the gameplay is great. I just genuinely really enjoyed it, and I've always wanted them to go to like a feudal Japan era, and now they're finally doing it, and I'm looking forward to it. Just let me look forward to it. Every time I see a post about this, it could be an Assassin's Creed trailer, or it could be something irrelevant to it, and someone might just post a picture of one of the characters, or someone might just post a picture of a game similar. I see it on a Tenchu group quite often on Facebook. Every time people say, oh, I'm looking forward to this game, everyone in the comments is hating on him. Just let that person look forward to the game. If you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. Just let this person look forward to playing this game. Gosh, I'm sorry. I know this video is a complete ramble, but let me ramble. It just is what it is, man. I'm looking forward to this game. If this game comes out and it's terrible, I will hold my hand up high and say, look, I'm wrong, this game's rubbish. But I personally think it looks good, and I'm looking forward to it. I have been wrong in the past, especially with Wanted Dead. Wanted Dead came out and that, got terrible reviews. And I was like, it can't be that bad. It looks amazing. It looks amazing. I played it, and it was terrible. I really didn't like that game. And I'm hoping this isn't the case with that. Granted, with the latest Star Wars game, I wasn't a massive fan of that. I was disappointed in it. And that's because it didn't really feel as Assassin's Creedy as I thought it would. I thought Ubisoft are great at doing open worlds and stuff, but it just felt so clunky. It felt slow. It was very slow paced. I thought it was going to have a bit more freedom, a bit more maneuverability. I genuinely was looking forward to that game when it came out. I've only played a little bit of it, so as like a review, I'd give it like a solid 5 so far. Like it's alright. It's not really worth me playing. If it was anything higher than a 5, I would have played it. I would have probably completed it, but I've not. So recent years, Ubisoft has clearly let me down, but I still have some hopes for this. Do I think it's going to be the next Ghost of Tsushima? Absolutely not. Ghost of Tsushima is incredible. Recently played through that, the first one. I'm looking forward to the second one. I don't think it's going to be that, and I don't think it's going to beat that. I don't think it's going to try and be that. I think it's going to try and be its own game. Some of the biggest critiques that I've heard about this game so far, one of them is the world building. So basically you have a base and you can build your base and make it as pretty as you like. You can build new buildings in there, you can add animals to it. It's like a farm basically. You can build new houses everywhere. A nice place to live. You can show off your weapons, just pick up decorative items through the game. Looks okay. Yeah, it looks like it works. It looks fine. Is there a point to that? Maybe when you're playing the game you might feel a point. As an outsider's perspective, I couldn't care less. That's not what I play Assassin's Creed games for. And I can understand people's points on that if that is where you're getting at. But it's an extra feature. It's just thrown in the game. Is that going to be the most peak selling point of the game? I highly doubt it. I think anyone who's playing an Assassin's Creed game isn't going to bother about that. But if it's like an extra side thing to collect more items and encourage you to be like, oh, you know, you can get a reward by doing this. If you do the side mission, you might get something cool for your base. Might incentivize people to do a side mission, which is probably optional, which I'm all for. I have heard some of the people's negative comments about the characters. Apparently, Yasuke, who is the big brute character, who is strictly more combat, is apparently boring to play as. But most people who I've seen who have had this opinion don't like the newer Assassin's Creed games. So what I take from that is just people who don't like Assassin's Creed combat complaining about Assassin's Creed combat, which is completely fair. But I actually quite like the Assassin's Creed combat. Is it the worst combat out there? No. Is it the best combat out there? Definitely no. But it's pretty good. It is fun. I enjoy it, and that's just my opinion, and I'm looking forward to it. Granted, I do think it might be a big change if the maneuverability of this character is really poor. That might make me not want to play as them, and that's because in games in the past, even in Assassin's Creed Valhalla and stuff, the main character is always an all-rounder. They are capable at jumping, climbing, running, stabbing, shooting. They're good at everything. Assassinating, which is Assassin's Creed, that should be a key focus of this. So for me personally, I think I would be playing as the female character. I think her name is Neo. I can't pronounce the first name. Apparently she is more of a stealth focused character, which is Assassin's Creed like. And apparently, from what I've heard, obviously the game's not out yet, I've not actually played it, it's pretty much optional who you play as. Yes, at points you might have to play the game as certain characters to get through certain locations, and that's understandable. But I'm hoping if you really don't like a character, at least 80% of the game can be played as the other character. Just you might miss out on a few achievements if that is what you're going for. But as somebody who likes to get achievements, Assassin's Creed games are not the games where I bother wasting my time to get achievements, because it does have that generic Ubisoft stuff, which, yes, I understand a lot of people's concerns about like getting all these eagle points and collecting all these hidden items and assassinating certain people, etc. Yeah, that can get a bit tedious, it can get long-winded, and it can get boring, and I fully understand that. But I like playing these games because I like the story, I like the stealth, I like the action, I like the combat, I like the worlds, and I'm hoping this game just stays as an Assassin's Creed game where I can just play it and enjoy it. I'm fully aware that most people watching this video are going to completely disagree with my opinion. Fair enough, you disagree with my opinion. If I am completely wrong, I'll just hold my hand up and say I am wrong. But I'm just looking forward to this game, and if you've got a friend who's looking forward to this game, just let them look forward to it. Stop just ruining their day, or stop putting things into their head like it's going to be rubbish, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. Just let them fantasize about, oh, this game's going to be good. And if your friend buys this game, and if it's not that good, don't just rub it in the face. Just let them play a game and find out for themselves. But you know what's going to happen. I like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Origins and Valhalla, and I've met so many people who just talk trash about them games. I enjoy them. I like them. There's people like me out there in this world who like Assassin's Creed games. Let us be. I've got a few friends who either love Assassin's Creed or hate Assassin's Creed, but I'm going to try and spread some positivity. So I'm going to ask one of my mates what he thinks about Assassin's Creed games, because I know he likes them. So let's get somebody else's opinion. Right, Lewis, send me a 30-second message on what you like about Assassin's Creed games. If this comes back negative now, I'm going to be very disappointed. Well, the voice message my friend sent was 2 minutes long and not 30 seconds, so here's the gist of it.
The weapon system's quite good on the newer ones. I get the RPG/fantasy vibe as well as a historical story. And the controls are quite good. They're usually really good looking games as well. I don't know. You can really lose yourself in them. Like if you just want to sit and play for a little bit and get lost in the world, you can. I don't know. I just really like them. They're really good. They set off my vibe quite well.
There you have it. That's a pretty valid response, I reckon. Well, I'm just going to leave the video there. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. It really helps me. If you want to see if I actually end up liking this game, subscribe, stick around, and, you know, just keep an eye on the channel. And you'll probably see maybe a review, or you might just see it even if it's a short. Am I going to be wrong, or am I going to be right? Is Assassin's Creed going to be good, or is it going to be terrible? We shall see, and only time will tell. It's Mark from Modern Tech. Thanks for watching.